Are you having a hard time getting a hold of prospects or clients? Many agents share this frustration. I hear it on a daily basis. Joe, I can't get a hold of anybody. No one's picking up the phone. One thing I would like to bring to your attention is this is 2019 and we have smartphones. Yes, if you go out in public, you see most everyone doing this versus this. This is just the new way of communicating. Now, it doesn't matter if it's old, young, any demographic, texting is taking over. I want to share with you 6 ways that you can use texting and bring it all the way to a listing. Number 1 point I have for you today, this is to start conversations. This right here is just the beginning. So keep that in mind. Many agents tell me, Joe, I don't want to text. I don't text myself. It's really about how your prospects and clients prefer to communicate. That's where we're going to have the best results. So texting is where they like to start the conversation many times. Maybe they feel like they're going to be sold or high pressure. Texting brings it down. It's just a great way to start the conversation. Now, many agents are having success with this. That brings me to my second point, which I'm going to let Jeremy share. He's an agent in York, Pennsylvania, and this is what he had to say.
That's the preferred method of communication. It's communication at their convenience. It's no longer trying to get a hold of them at a convenient time. You send them a text message and they'll respond whenever they're ready. And I've gotten a much, much higher response rate with that.
Jeremy shares a very valid point. This gives the prospect time to answer on their own terms, at their own convenience, how they want to. It makes them feel empowered. Plus, it gives me or you the ability to think about, what do I want to say? How do I want to turn the conversation to bring me closer to a listing? Number 3, ask short questions, preferably a yes or no question. This is just going to start the conversation, and so you can continue it. Maybe you'll ask another question in text, in depth, a little bit more in depth, and continue the conversation. The point is, once they start that conversation with you, they will feel obligated to continue it. Start with a short question and then evolve from there.
Send them a text somewhere along the lines of, hey, Jeremy Talley reaching out. Just wanted to confirm that you had received the book I sent you. And leave it at that, and then a couple of days later, I'll reach back out to them again via text. Hey, just reaching out, would like to see if you had any questions. When would be a good time that we'd be able to connect over the phone? Using text messaging to try to get to a phone call. Because, you send emails all day long, but emails open rates are so low. Text messaging, they're going to see it. They're going to see it.
Just like Jeremy's saying there, this is to transition to a phone call. They probably won't answer the phone. Many phones are going unanswered. You can start with a text, get to a phone call, evolve the conversation from there, and evolve the relationship. Now, I have number 5. This is another way that you can evolve the conversation still on text. Many times you can ask them, hey, I have this information. Maybe it's a home value, maybe it's a market analysis, whatever it is, I would like to send to you. And I think it'll help you out for XYZ reason. Then they'll usually say, 99% of the time, sure, send it over. They might be thinking, oh, you're going to text it. But you reply, hey, what's a good email for me to send it to? They already agreed for you to send it to them. They're going to give you their email. That's a good email. Another way to contact them. Here's what you can do. Track that email. See when they open it. After they open it, call them up and ask them, did you have a minute to look at what I sent you? They'll start a conversation about it, or they may say, no, I just opened it really quick. I haven't had time. Thus, you can say, hey, when you're done looking at it, feel free to call me, or can I follow up with you when you have time to go over it? Just another way to take a text conversation, bring it to an email, and then bring the email to a phone call to a face-to-face. That's the number 6 tip. You want to get face-to-face. We don't win listings by text. We don't win listings on the computer. We don't win listings on the phone. Those are just avenues to get us face-to-face. So you always want to keep in mind that you want to get face-to-face with the home seller. If it's a FSBO, you might want to preview the home, expired, look at the home, you give them some information or a presentation. Get face-to-face. When you're face-to-face, you have a bank account of credibility, trust, and rapport because you evolved the conversation versus the agent who just calls up with a high-pressure call, high-pressure sale. They're going to have their guards up way more, and it's going to have a lot more resistance. So by evolving the conversation and the relationship, this can set you up for a win, an easy listing with no resistance. Now there's many platforms you can use to send text. Simpletexting.com, slicktext.com. These are platforms where you can send a text and track it. Once you try it and it works for you, I would encourage you to contact your CRM, whatever you're using, and see what platform integrates with your CRM. That way you can have your email, your phone call, your text, your log, your face-to-face, all with one snapshot, and you can see how you're evolving into listings and you can improve your process because it's so much better to have it all focused in one area.